Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna do it yourself again today. This is I think it's ridiculously handy, but it's not going to be something everyone wants to do. Some people love a headlamp. While I love a headlamp for using it for its purpose, where I need to put it on my head and do some stuff, say camping, or I'm specifically working on something, I like to have a headlamp. But this gives you the basically hands-free flashlight option on the fly. So instead of carrying a headlamp around in my pocket, I have done this to my flashlight. And before I go any further, I borrowed this idea from Mr. Kevin Estella, and he got it from a buddy of his, so shout out to Kevin's buddy. Super duper handy. This is my EDC flashlight, and I use it at work a lot, shine it down in something. But say I come home from work and I have two barns. Well, to get to my second barn, I have to go out of my chain link fence. Well, because my dog's a doofus, I have to leave a chain around the chain link fence to keep the chain closed, because he can push it open. And it freaks the delivery drivers out and stuff. It kind of scares me too. So we put a chain on there. So if I'm going and I'm holding my flashlight, I'm trying to take the chain apart, sometimes it's hard. Or if I need to grab something or pick this up or take the lid off of it and scoop up some chicken feed, I still have to hold the flashlight. However, if you put this on your hand like this, I can then pick up whatever while I have the flashlight, and I don't have to worry about pick my flashlight. I can do what I need to do. I can take, if you use it, it's super duper handy. Like, you will understand. If it's not something that you're into, that's cool too. Like, I'm not telling you guys that you have to do any of this stuff, but if you try it, it's really, really handy, and it's very easy to do. This is one is my EDC one. It's one of my favorite flashlights. It was a gift from Casey Deming, the owner of Georgia Bushcraft, because he was making fun of my little flashlight I had and was like, bro, we got to get you a flashlight. And then that's the one he gave me. It's an Olight. So this is similar to the kit that I sell on my website. I don't think I have larger 2 AAAs available. I just have the single AAAs, like the one that goes in my one that I put in all of my kits. Wait till y'all see the kit that I'm building this month. I just put this one together this morning. So let me poke it back in the sheath. I got a new knife of the month. Pretty excited about that. I'll share it real fast. The Ripper from Wildcard Wilderness. Much more to come on that. I just got me a sheath set up, and I'm getting the kit put in there and good to go. But we're flashlighting right now. So to do this, Beaner! Crazy rascal. Cats climbing trees. Beans, get down! Thing is starting to rain too. Anyway, your flashlight. So first things first, you roughly need to know what the outside diameter of your flashlight is. This is what is going to tell you what heat shrink tubing to order. And most of the time this stuff comes by the foot. So it's fairly inexpensive. If you start getting into the bigger stuff and buying like 10 feet, it's 30 bucks or so. It's fairly expensive. Smaller stuff isn't too bad. But this is the shrink tubing with the adhesive on the inside. So if you put it on something, it's going to stick pretty good if you get it with adhesive. But figure out what tubing you need that's going to fit over your flashlight. And then your shock cord. And this is, what did I do with my tape measure? So this is roughly 2 3/4 inches long for the heat shrink, and about 10 inches long, 11 inches long for the shot cord. And I'm going to trim the shot cord too. I always get a high vis color. For whatever reason, it doesn't like to show up, but it's orange, and that's just personal preference. But when you fit this piece onto your flashlight, I try to cut my pieces so they are the size of like the main body of the flashlight. So if I needed to unscrew this, I have space to unscrew it. If I need to unscrew the back, I can unscrew the back. It's just on basically the body or the barrel where nothing is. It'd be directly over the batteries, so to speak. But put it on there, put your shot cord through it, and then you can pick where you want to put your knot. But I just do just an overhand knot in the end of it without really stretching it. So just an overhand, and I'm going to go ahead and pull it pretty tight. And this is going to give me, it's going to make it tight when I put my hand on it. And you may have to play around to see where you need to cinch your knot down, just to make sure that it's big enough for your hand. And this stuff stretches pretty good. So I would say maybe if you had this width 3/4 of the width of your hand, that should give you enough stretch to keep it looking good. The little extra bits there on the end, you can cut them off with scissors. And then the rest is with however you see fit, heating up the shot cord. So you can use a lighter or a torch or a heat gun, and it'll shrink it down on there. But that's the easy way of doing it. Looks like I got some company, so I'm gonna have to cut this short. But you heat that up without batteries in it, and try from just getting it super hot, and cool it down when you're done. Put your batteries in it, and you're ready to roll. But that's pretty much it, guys. That heat shrink it'll shrink pretty good. A lighter is probably the hardest way to do it. You can see how much it stretches there. But just take your time and do the whole thing, and it'll be nice and tight, and it'll last a long time. Maybe they were just delivering something. But again, thanks for the support. Check out my other platforms at Bushcraft Kelso. Some of these are available on bushcraftkelso.com. You can get the smaller ones anyway. The kit comes with everything. And don't be afraid to try. You know, and really, I've done a demo. Let me show you right here. I've done the, what I'll do. I'm at the forge, so. Don't get too close. pretty close, but if you use a lighter, it won't. It takes a lot longer, or a candle or a heat gun will all work, but it'll shrink down. And then I just take and put some water on it, just to, I'm at the forge, so I'm using my quenching bucket. But that's it. Pretty simple. See where I got it a little hot right there. That's what I get for cutting corners with that torch. I don't suggest using a torch, but I wanted to let you guys see what it looked like without holding the lighter for 5 minutes. And there you are. Hands-free, hands-held flashlight. And it also acts as high vis, so if you were to drop it, you could see it. But again, thanks everybody. We got a lot more videos coming. Appreciate the support. Later.